I doubt you guys will, but so if you guys haven't seen them yet, we got some hats in. This has been a surprise, but that's been going on for like 5 months now. So for those that don't know, Golden Boy is kind of a big deal. He's a global icon and a national treasure. Don't let him not tell you that, because he will. Hey Pookie, hey everybody, how you guys doing? But yeah, so Golden Boy is basically our mentor. He's the one that brought us in as the RLCS talent. He's the one that told us, like, yo man, we like these guys, bring him in, and then trained us up. He kind of helped us out, like getting started, getting comfortable with the camera, all the major things. So what we did is Golden Boy really likes snapbacks. So he, for some reason, as we started the whole production, really latched onto the video of me and Leaf, where Leaf started the whole get fucking fucked bud thing. It was literally me and Leaf. If you guys don't know what the origin is, exclamation point GFFB in chat, it'll show you. It's a dumb video about Leaf doing something stupid, and that's his explanation of how he scored. But Golden Boy loved it, and that's the only reason why it got to be as big as it was, is because Golden Boy really latched onto it. So we decided as a gift for him that we were going to make hats that have GFFB on them. So we all have GFFB, like, custom hats that we made. It's got our name on the back and stuff. So these are the hats that we sent one with his colors, like purple and stuff, and we sent it to him, and he got it so we can finally announce them. But they're sick. Like, they're really well made. I'm a big fan of them. They're super comfortable too. So if you guys ever see me wearing this hat, it's my GFFB hat. Pretty good stuff. Pretty good. All right. So next on the list, recap. Start to finish, I will do my absolute best on this. Easier said than done. And we're going to use the good old Twitter to help me out, because there's a lot to go through. So let's see how I can do this without it being whatever. 1 second, guys. Shit, how's everybody doing? Also, all the kind words about LAN and commentating and stuff, thank you so much. It means a lot. It really, really does. Thank you, man. It was a pretty crazy experience, to say the least. All right, sweet. This should work. Is that too big? Too small? That should be a good size, right? Hey, Jono, thank you for the host, buddy. Appreciate it, bud. All right. Scoot my ass over. Alrighty. So let's see how to do this. So starting off, day number 1, it's the day before we leave on the 29th. So we decided to do like a fun little unpacking video, and this is mine. Just kidding, it couldn't be played. Fuck. That almost worked, right? Oh, big old fail. Scrolly down, scroll down, scroll down. Nope, load. Come on, load. It's loading. It wants to load. Please load. Hello? That's like a reverse highlight preview for everybody. Come on. Fuck. What's up, Nuvo? How you doing, man? Hey, stable. How you doing? Alright, so I hope this plays. It does. Sweet. So the way that this basically started was...
What was I thinking?
Oh, fuck. So the way that it started was, like, Leaf put out a video, or no, James put out a video of him, like, packing. It was like all of his shirts, his Genesis jersey, like all this kind of stuff. It was really funny. Or his Flipside jersey, my bad. So all that stuff was super dope. And then after that, like, Leaf made one, and it was him, like, throwing candy and stuff at his, and, like, swords, and, like, oh, it was so dumb. And then I did one, and it was like, I got so much crap for that tie, so I'm like, I'm just gonna burn it, get rid of it. So I burned the tie, and then we just kept moving up. Wavepunk did one where he, like, threw a shotgun, or, like, a gun in, like, his boots and stuff. Carpet did one, and it's just him drinking whiskey. Like, it all amped up and become a meme. Like, it was really funny. So Wisconsin wins, packed up, ready to go to bed. Everything was awesome. I got my new laptop. MSI, sick laptop, 17-inch, like, through the roof. Like, the thing is phenomenal, so super happy about that. And then if you guys haven't checked out, so Beyond Entertainment is in partnership with Astro Gaming. They are going to be doing a $1,000 monthly tournament for Rocket League, so make sure you guys go support and compete in that. It's going to be phenomenal. I'm going to see if I can start casting some of that too. It'd be sick. So make sure you guys go check them out. Beyond Entertainment, Astro Gaming tournaments, 2017, coming soon. So comes Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, I wake up. I'm on EU time now. Like 2, 3 in the morning, we stream. After streaming, I pack up, get a haircut, all that kind of stuff, which is now all messed up because of that damn hat. But yeah, so after all that, after the haircut, I get home, make sure I have everything, get to the airport, do a cool little soccer emoji thing with like stuff, and then the passport. So I fly out. I go from Green Bay, Wisconsin to Detroit, Michigan. In Detroit, I then meet up with Pluto. Pluto and his entire family, his 2 brothers, his mom and his dad, they all went as well. And then we had like a 10-hour flight or an 8-hour flight to Amsterdam. Didn't get like much sleep, like it was pretty rough, but we managed to get through it. Wasn't too bad. I get to Amsterdam about 10:30 a.m. From there, we get I got a pillow and a blankie because I spent extra money to get up. Didn't help at all. Finally got to the theater and stuff, and then this was my panorama of the event. Maybe come on, this will do for now. Bang. Yeah, so that's the view from my room. Pretty freaking sweet. Like really, really, really cool. Big fan of the venue. The venue was insane, right? I gotta switch that back. Dang it. That's so much work. No more panorama photos. Alright. Makeshift. Go. Actually works out better because then I can make this bigger. So panorama, we get to the hotel, meet up everybody, run into Carpet, all those guys. The player lounge we had was really cool. So like on the 3rd floor, they had this room that was basically rented out, and it had food and beverages and stuff catered to all the players and stuff. So they had a place to relax and like kind of get together. And that's kind of the cool thing about like the Rocket League community is, despite all these guys competing for thousands of dollars and being competitors and rivals or whatever you want to call it, like they all interact as if they're best friends, because they technically are. Like, they've all been playing this game for 8 or 9 years together, for the veterans at least, and all the new guys that have come in are just a part of it. Like, we had, out of all the teams, everybody but 2 teams were back from the previous season, so all these guys had competed at a LAN experience together like before, which was really cool. And you saw that, like, even in the competitive play, like, these guys, the nerves weren't there as much. They were making better decisions. Like, yeah, some got emotionally tilted and stuff, which happens, but, I mean, it was really, really cool. So, for these guys to come together and then just be able to hang out in a room and have no problems with it was really, really sweet. I think it was Wednesday. Yeah, so that was Wednesday that we got there. Part of it had to do with... So I stayed at the hotel and hung out with like Cloud Fuel and a couple of the other guys and played some games and just relaxed because I was dead tired. A bunch of other people, like a handful of people, went to like Central Station. Casty, please don't tell me you're doing that. That's not good. Streamlabs has been kind of weird, so let me double check. If so, I mean, thank you either way, but no, I have not gotten anything. I have not. Yeah, all my stuff is on. Also, what are you doing? Sad the bigger the game gets. I don't think so, Rob. I think that this community is always going to stay true to the, like, at least the originals. Like, I don't think it's possible for them not to. Like, as long as anytime we have, as long as when more and more people get involved, like, if we have new teams that get implemented into the scene, as long as it's handled correctly. Like, if you look at, like, the new teams coming in, so you see, like, Precision Z coming in and Take 3 coming in, like, the players and the community as they got brought in were loved. Like, Take 3 got a huge fan base because of their carefree attitude, but as long as the current players take time to, like, just be like, hey, guys, like, you know, this is how we kind of do things here, and, like, show them the way, I don't think it'll be an issue. But it's definitely up to the community to make sure that happens. So, easier said than done. But yeah, unfortunately, Cassie, I haven't seen anything yet. I can double check later. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I thought I had a summary of everything, but details? I don't know. I'll figure it out later. Remind me again later. Either way, thank you, I guess, if it... Awesome. Like, I'll have a better reaction later. Yeah, so I stayed back at the hotel because I was pooped. All the players just kind of started rolling in. Like, most of the players got there like pretty late. Like Maestro came in at like 8 p.m. or something like that because he had class. He actually showed up at like 9:30. Hey, Finny, what's up? But yeah, it was pretty nuts. Hey, Sniper. So yeah, that was it. Got to the room, and then Carpet and them tried to make fun of me, saying that I was cold. I wasn't cold. I was talking about how, like, I found it weird that people on Twitter were like, yo, dude, aren't you cold? It's like 30 degrees. I'm like, dude, I'm from Wisconsin. Like, it's super not cold here. It's actually great. I then got put in charge of giving the Genesis boys their jerseys to give out to fans and people that bought them. I stole them and brought them to my room. Got my own, and then eventually. But yeah, really good jerseys. They turned out super well. That's what I'm wearing right now. Love them. After that, it was time for bed. Took a picture of my scenery again. Passed out. Thursday was media day. Also on Wednesday night, the Game Awards. They did the announcement for the new Octagon map that is coming out. There's a new car, a bunch of updates. That holy shit, Cassidy.
Doing what I do best.
Cassidy, what are you doing? Oh, God. You know, I'm trying to tell stories and talk about this stuff, and when you guys do stuff like that, like, it completely throws everything. Cassidy, you're insane, and I feel like even worse now that I didn't have time to, like, talk because we were busy. But Cassidy, thank you so much. Make sure you guys show some love in chat for Cassidy. You're insane. Thank you so much. That means a ton. Throw like hearts in chat, or like drop a lolgasm in chat. Oh my god. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Twitter. Game Awards, yeah. Update coming out tomorrow. There will be an update for Rocket League tomorrow. New map, custom trainer, you can select like what maps you want and stuff, so James never has to play Wasteland again. Thank you, Cassidy. Appreciate it. Yeah, Cassidy, that means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, it's this one right here. It's the what's it called? Starbase Arc. It's super cool. So yeah, Wednesday was that. Thursday, then we get to the area. We then have our there's a player lounge, which is really cool. So like that pool table, ping pong, food, like it was really open to the public, in the aspect of like we were able to see downstairs to like the entrance. So we were like hanging over the rest and like waving at people and stuff. It was super cool. You and the rest of the casters did a fantastic job with the commentary analysis. Keep me interested at the vid. Hey, appreciate it, Lucas. I'm glad you enjoyed the show, man. It means a lot. Aquadome is being fixed, just so you guys are aware. Like distortion and stuff is going to be taken care of. They're optimizing the map. Like next patch, there'll be some good updates, guys. Don't worry. Hey, Jack Mac, thank you for the 3-month resub. Throwing like against, but using the fiber band. Thanks for the recap. Hey, appreciate it, Jack. Appreciate it, dude. Make sure you guys drop some balls of hype in chat for him. Was Carpet even good at pool? No. So that table was actually slightly tilted to the side. It made it really difficult to play. Best pool player LAN. Gibbs was playing out of his mind. It didn't make any sense. Like, despite never playing pool, he played so freaking well. It was so stupid. Like, it didn't make any sense. It's probably because he's short or something. I don't know. Dad's strength or something. I don't know. Dads are always good at pool. Maybe that's it. So, yeah, we played pool. Had fun. I got our player stuff. Super cool. And I have a new lanyard for my keys, because I had a League of Legends one, and forget that. So it's like Amsterdam, it's like white and blue, or orange and blue, that's not white. With the writing and stuff, super cool. Really, really cool. Genesis jersey I got every time, like, sick. The player lounge was really, really dope. There's Rizzo, and I think that's Sizz. Yeah, going on. We then saw, as you walked into the entrance of the venue, there was like this big timeline for those that weren't there of like everything that happened. There's going to be a ton of videos that come out, everybody, of like, I know Chad's doing one from Take 3. The guys at Sonics and stuff are working on one, like, in the aspect of like, hey, what was it like being at LAN? So there was an absolute ton of people taking videos. I'm sure the community on Reddit is going to put out a ton of them. Hey Don, what's up, man? I got something to show you guys from Don too. Super cool. But yeah, so like the venue and everything was amazing. We basically did a tour. First floor was the lounge and the venue. Second floor was where the players did VIP access for like autographs and stuff. That was also where the like player lounge and stuff was. Third floor was like special guests for like Twitch and stuff, which I also have another announcement for that, which is super cool. But yeah, like the entire venue was insane. Like it was absolutely nuts. So we did that. So that was just us hanging out. So Wednesday, Thursday was media day. So Thursday, like all the computers from NZXT and stuff weren't imaged. I basically spent all of Thursday installing Rocket League, putting on the beta client for the LAN build, and then like helping players and making sure shit just worked. Like it was such a pain in the ass. Like the PCs were phenomenal. Like they ran at like 245 FPS. Like everything was great, but they just were having so many problems. They weren't set up, and like we just took care of everything and like made sure everything was good for the players. The players had 18 computers to play on now instead of like 6. Like just a huge upscale and difference. Like it was really nice. So we did everything we could to basically make the players have as much practice time as possible. I know that's the one thing SAD said thank you for the most, was just PCs to play on, which is good. It's what those guys need. But yeah, they were setting up the stage, getting all that stuff going. We basically just took care of whatever we could to help out. So just so the players had something to do. So that was pretty much all Thursday. That's when they do the interviews. Like the players get their professional pictures taken. They get their interviews done. The ones with like Rizzo and Mystic and Markey and etc. So yeah, really cool. So yeah, that was Thursday. Friday was our rehearsal. So Friday is like tech rehearsal days. Which I didn't take really any pictures of because all the stuff I wanted to show wasn't possible. Like it was spoiler stuff. Like it was stuff at the stage or like us behind stage, and we're not allowed to show that stuff. It totally ruins the experience for you guys watching it for the first time. Which, speaking of that door opening, like that shot, like the players walk out, like oh, it was so cool. I was so pumped to see that. Really, really cool. So Friday was just us doing tech rehearsal, making sure everything worked out, making sure we were able to basically put on the best show for you guys that we could. Also, Rocket League Central, thank you for the host. Greatly appreciate it, man. Cloudfield, you're the fucking man. Appreciate the host, boys. Thank you. But yeah, so yeah, pretty much all it was on Friday was tech rehearsals. That's pretty much our day as commentators to get our stuff together. Like we're literally there just to make sure that, all right, are your cues on point? Are you guys making sure that it's basically like a live rehearsal. A Cloudfield with the 7-month resub. Thank you so much for the support, dude. Make sure you guys give Cloud some love. He is part of the reason why this all exists. The reason why we even have a LAN. Make sure you guys give Cloud some love. Drop that law sub hype in chat. Softcode's mod? Yeah, I modded you that one day because it was super late at night. Nobody else was there. Is Cloud a mod? I mean, he doesn't need to be. He's technically a global mod, right? He does what he wants. But yeah. So yeah, Friday is basically our practice. And I really like, the cool thing about being a commentator is the notoriety and like the love that we get from the players isn't really all that there. They do kind of shrug us off until LAN environment. Like all the players I remember at the first time is like, they don't think that we really do much. They just think we kind of show up and talk. That's it, which is kind of what we do. But like actually seeing them like watch us practice and being able to be like, oh shit, like these guys actually put in a ton of work. Like these guys have to do all the study and all these storylines and all the cues from production and all this other kind of stuff. Like you get a newfound appreciation from the players, and it's really cool. Like they actually see you do what you do, and when you get the people that you're commentating actually being like, all right, damn, these guys actually put in a ton of work and try and do all that kind of stuff. Like it's really cool. Also, Viacep, thank you so much for the subscription, man. Make sure you guys drop some wall sub hype in chat. Welcome to the shitlords, dude. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. Yeah, like it's cool for us to kind of get that newfound appreciation. Like they really understand what goes into the show rather than it just be at the studio. So I always like Friday rehearsal day. It makes us feel comfortable and kind of get into the moment of, all right, it's actually starting to become real. This is what it's going to be like. So it was really cool. The crazy thing though is everything we prepped for didn't happen, which I'll get into later. So that was that. So yeah, we then wanted to test Hanzo to see if he's actually a robot or not. So this is now Saturday morning. We've gotten to the studio or the venue, like we're all ready to go. We've got our suits on, like stuff we're starting to prepare. So we're up top making sure we're getting some food and breakfast and stuff. And we see Hanzo down waiting in line, and we're like, yo, let's test this out. Leaf will have a video of this. Leaf will definitely have a video of this. So when he's gonna post it, I don't know. But yeah, it's a video of like Hanzo. Like I'm sitting there like ready to take a picture. I'm like, yo, we're gonna test if Hanzo's a robot. So I'm sitting there with my phone ready to take a picture, and I'm like, all right, get ready, go. So I like take a picture, post it. He like zooms in on my phone. It shows like sending tweet. And then like as soon as it gets sent, you see Hanzo like feel the buzz on his phone. He pulls it out, likes it, turns around, points up at the camera. It's just like, like starts taking a video and stuff, and everybody goes nuts. He's totally not a robot. Like he always likes things, and it's him. I don't know how he does it, but the guy's a god. Like Hanzo's insane. But it was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. I think this is actually the Pash. I think that's Pash right there. I'm pretty sure it is. But yeah. So it was pretty cool. Like it was our way of like being able to hype the crowd up before, because it's like a transparent window and stuff. We could look down at the crowd and stuff. It was really cool. But yeah, so that was really neat being able to talk to those guys kind of beforehand. And then we went up, got suited up and everything after we got all dressed and ready. Really cool. Our boss JD bought us all like ties as like a gift for us doing our job. A really, really cool moment with JD. If you guys don't know JD, that's a big deal. So it was really nice of him. I actually wore mine on the first day because it matched my stuff really well. So shout out to JD. You're a fucking legend. We love you. But yeah, so we all got our suits. After we got our suits, we went down to the lobby, interacted with fans and stuff. I don't think there's any pictures of that. No, there isn't. But yeah, so we kind of interacted while the plans were like signing stuff. I ran into Don Link, who is in chat, Don Link 0007, and he was nice enough to make me something. So he comes up to me and brings me this. All right. So it's got a box. It's got my logo on it and stuff with my name and everything. Super cool. But in the box, hear me out. Watch this. Watch this. Is a 3D printed model of my freaking car with Santa hat and then a polygonal boost. Isn't that insane? And you're like, holy shit, this is amazing. Like, what the fuck? That's so cool. Like, you have people come up to you and you're like, yo, dude, check this out. Awesome. Absolutely insane. But then there's more. Like, you're like, oh, that's super cool, man. Like, that's awesome. And he's like, no, dude, the boost goes with the car. I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, you can, like, put it on it. I'm like, are you serious? So then you spend, like, 15 minutes, like I'm going to right now, trying to get this damn boost out of the fucking casing. Because you don't want to break it. So there's like a little slot in the back, if you know what I mean. And the car goes on the fucking boost. Like, how sick is that? Isn't that dope? Like, what the fuck? That's so sick. Fucking Don, that is so cool, man. So freaking cool. Isn't that neat? So yeah, that's now sitting in front of my desk at all times. So cool. Put you right there, little buddy. Fucking crazy. Everybody, like, I had to give it to Cloud and be like, yo, dude, like, guard this with your life. And he did. So thank you, Cloud. But yeah, super cool. Don Link 0007. Make sure you guys go give him some love on the social medias. I'm pretty sure it's the same name on Twitter, but really cool stuff. Don, I really recommend you like commissioning those. Like, make sure you give this community a chance and you'll be busy for the rest of your life. Like, they're so cool. Really, really cool. Also, something I would love if like the Rocket League store, like Rocket League, oh, it's _link 0007. Yeah, make sure you guys go to show them some love. I'll also make sure I post a link. I'll probably export this to YouTube just so people can watch, like I did the last one. So I'll put a link in there too for your stuff. But yeah, really sweet, man. Really, really sweet. Just showing how much like love this community gives us. Like, fucking insane, man. Oh, we don't deserve it. We don't deserve it one bit. So yeah, that was super cool. That was on Saturday morning before we went live. So we started doing that. Live show started. Talked with people. Took had a couple autographs, ton of pictures, like all that kind of stuff, which we don't deserve. Like we're totally not the people you should be paying attention to. The pros are where it's at. So that was really sweet. So we did that. Talked to Sad a little bit. The day starts and there's some stuff that happened. I will address it directly for the first time. So apparently our host Kelly, who, big shout out to Kelly, fucking killed it. Obviously her knowledge of the Rocket League community isn't as strong, but for the couple weeks and stuff that she prepared, like she did a really good job. Her answers were short and sweet, like right to the point, which is what you want. But that's what you want, like out of a host. You want to be able to put the attention on the players, and she did a good job. It's just obviously a lot of these kids are kind of iffy when it comes to answering. They don't really understand like how to talk. Like they're just nervous, and it makes sense. So Kelly did a really good job. Shout out to Kelly. Kelly Link, super cool, huge nerd. Couldn't stop talking about Magic because she's been on like a Magic the Gathering kick, which is super cool. Like Kelly's good shit. Kelly's really good shit. She fit in with the Rocket League family really well. So big shout out to Kelly. She's actually doing a Q&A on Reddit for anybody who has questions or concerns. Don't be afraid to go ask and answer questions, or she'll get back to you. She's really nice. So yeah, Kelly's good stuff. But yeah, so the start of the day, we open up the show. Everything's good. Everybody's losing their minds. The crowd on day one sucked dick. Like EU was so drunk, I assumed, and they didn't like bring the hype that NA did. Like part of the reason why NA was so cool is because you guys did chants. You guys did like NA hype was insane both days. EU obviously brought a day two, but day one they were pretty mellow, and I think it's just because they all started drinking at like 10 a.m., 11 a.m. So that's part of the reason. But yeah, EU crowd, they brought the hype eventually. But yeah, so they were super quiet. But a lot of it had to do with day one, and part of the reason why this picture exists is because obviously James Bott had a problem. He is okay, like everything's fine. James Bott is going to bounce back. He'll definitely be back. It's just a matter of there's something, and I forget the terms. Kelly also has it. It's a genetic thing where there's something that when you think about a problem, you kind of go into like a panic attack, and then you break down, and you consciously are trying to fight it, but subconsciously you're out. You can't do anything, and it happened to James again. We saw it when he hosted that one time. We saw it again this week. So James is okay. He did a lot of stuff for us behind the scenes that made this show fucking possible. So make sure you guys go show him your love. He's been to the doctor before. He's going to make sure he gets it all taken care of. Hopefully we'll see him back for season 3. But no matter what, even though he wasn't a part of it directly, he wasn't on screen, he did a lot of for us behind the scenes that made this show all possible. So big shout out to James Bott. We all fucking love him. He's like the guy that I've basically tried to impress since the beginning of the RLCS. When we came in, we all knew that he was going to be one of the casters. So shout out to James. He did a phenomenal job behind the scenes that you guys don't recognize. So make sure you guys give him some love. But yeah, big shout out to James. But because of James not being there, me and Carpet pretty much, and this is why I apologize to the community. Normally I try to spend as much time like taking pictures, signing stuff, like whatever I can, communicating with the guys. But for real, like I literally did not have time but to go from one side of the stage, which is backstage where the casters were, and then run all the way up into the crowd and get on stage so I could be on the desk. Super cool for me because I got to be on the desk. It was really exciting. You guys got to see that dapper ass suit. That tie and stuff was the one that JD gave me. Super cool. But yeah, so a lot of it had to do with us just go running back and forth in between. So I said it, I tweeted it out, and a big shout out to the entire casting, production, everybody. Like everybody involved in the production crew, everybody involved in the analytical team, like the casters, the analysts, like everyone. Basically everything we prepped for was changed, and it just goes to show like how important a role everybody plays in the show. Like just one person like James falling out like made everything else cascade. But the fact that he was able to bounce back, help us out behind the scenes, like me and Carpet were able to fill in, like literally everybody stepped the fuck up. All the graphics that we had pre-made, everything had to be redone. And it's crazy to see that most of that stuff you guys don't see. Like it's a huge deal. Like everything planning wise goes into this, and it just a split second it changes. And that's something that we really don't talk about in the production team or like in the the casting team. We just have assumptions that everything's going to go to plan, and for literally everybody to just fall into place, make sure everything worked, show versatility. Like Shogun never been on desk before, like in that kind of environment, killed it. We were able to bring in Greg in because as a last second, we did stuff with like Leaf had to do some casting so me and Carpet could get a break. Like Shogun was doing analytical casting. Like everybody stepped the fuck up. And even though like I had notes, like I don't know where my notes are anymore, I think they're gone, but like I had notes, like pages of stuff I wanted to talk about for teams and everything, but all that was irrelevant because I was no longer casting those games anymore. So it was like everybody like stepped up. Like big shout out to this entire team. Like everybody did a phenomenal job. That picture is when Mocket reverse sweeped Orbit. We fucking lost our minds. Absolutely crazy that moment. Like if you guys need to watch 2 series, like if you have to watch a series from each day, the Mocket Orbit series, like shout out to the Orbit boys, shout out to the Mocket boys, like everybody played super well. That series was probably one of my favorites I've seen. And then obviously the finals, watching that finals game, oh my goodness, that bracket reset, like nuts. Make sure you guys check it out. It was super good. So yeah, that was day 1. We basically ran into it. Everybody swapped positions. We took care of it, got the show done. Apparently me and Shogun now have a bromance. I guess it's a thing. It's pretty cool. Super cute. But yeah, so the theater was mental, as Cassidy, as Pate said. Like Pate Sate, mate. It was nuts. It was absolutely nuts. You guys got really, really loud. Super cool. So yeah, that was nice. Day 2 was starting. We started doing rehearsals. We got all that done. That's Sunday morning. We're all pumped. Cassidy with another huge donation. What are you doing, Cassidy? Why? Seriously, Cassidy. What the fuck? I was on a roll. I was getting this story crushed out, and then you come in and do this again. Make sure you guys show some loving chat for Cassidy. You're insane. Oh my god. Cassidy, thank you so much. Make sure you guys drop some love in chat for Cassidy. But yeah, so really good picture of me, Gibson, of Axel Toss. Probably me because I actually smiled. But yeah, good stuff. Hey Rory, what's up? But yeah, so we did rehearsals, got the show ready for Sunday. We prepped, ready to go. So that's all started. And then me and Gibbs found hats. I brought my Santa hat, which I have around here somewhere. Because everybody knows my topper in-game is Santa. Put that bad boy on. So maybe we'll stream like this today. But yeah, so we went downstairs, we took a bunch of pictures and photos, drank a bunch of tea, and met as many people as we could before we had to leave and go do like our meeting, our warm-up stuff. So yeah, we all did that. It was fucking cool. Got to meet a lot of people, talk, and just hang out, which is always good. Like before the show, having the chance to actually meet and interact with fans really calms the nerves. It allows you to just be you, which is really cool. So that was a blast, being able to just chill and hang out with people. So really sweet stuff. Got to talk, hang out. That was Sunday morning. Apparently someone said this in chat. I don't know who Castamaster2114 is, but someone said Lawler the ballless shot caller. So funny. So fucking awesome. Twitch chat giving everybody some love. Very supportive, which was awesome. The Take 3 games were cool. Can't believe they were NA's last hope. Energy finally broke the curse that didn't exist, so they didn't get knocked out right away. So that was really cool. But yeah. So we kind of did that. And then as the day got more and more crazy, we got more comfortable. We started having a lot more fun. Gibbs freaking dabbed. Like, what? So for those that didn't watch, Gibbs promised that if Take 3 like beat Flipside, he would dab, but they actually played really well twice. They had to play Flipside twice. But they showed up, played pretty good defense, and Gibbs dabbed because of it. So not bad. I can deal with that. I just hate dabbing. I think it's terrible. I think it's dumb. I want to be a baller. We'll play that later. Love that song. Plus, then we can also play Skilo. I wish I was a little bit taller. Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, and then later on, so the show wraps up. I don't want to spoil any of that. It was super awesome. Make sure you guys. Oh my god, Puff, stop it! There's another one. Puff with the first to be a 100K badge in the community. There it is. There's the 100K badge. Make sure you guys tweet that out. Puff, what the fuck, dude? That's insane, dude. 100K icon, Puff, you're insane. So that actually reminds me. So Saturday night, I was preparing. I was taking notes, like getting everything down. Or was it Friday night? It was probably Friday night. Like I was taking notes and stuff, and people came up to me and were all like, "Yo, dude, like we want to meet you." So Puff, Elstedo, Prem from Revival, their sub, and a couple other guys basically came up into my hotel room, and we hung out for a little bit and got to talk. And it just kind of was pretty surreal. Like all these guys flying to Amsterdam. Like people don't realize it's 100 Moxify. He just dropped $200 because he's stupid and decided that one-upping Cassidy was a good idea. Like the fuck, dude. Like Cassidy and Puff, make sure you guys drop a ton of love in chat for those two. You guys are insane. But yeah, so those guys came up into the hotel room, and it was surreal. Like the first time that I'm meeting these guys is at a live event for Rocket League in Amsterdam. Guys that are literally a couple hours north of me. Like what the fuck? And they're gonna fly halfway across the world. You get the guys from Australia, like Stony, Bango, and or was it Dumbo? Dumbo, I think it was. Yeah, and Yummy Cheeseman flew like in a cumulative like 71 hours to get to the LAN, and that's how I'm gonna meet these guys. Like it's insane what Rocket League is doing for this community. Hey, Story, how you doing? So for that stuff to happen was baffling. Like just sitting in my room taking notes for like a game I love. Like that's my job now, is just being able to focus on stuff. Yeah, it was Dumbo. Okay. But yeah, like it's crazy. These guys are coming up to your hotel room and are like, "Yo, man, let's hang out and let's just talk." And it's surreal. It's a really surreal moment that Rocket League is really bringing together this community, literally from all over the world. It's insane. It's really cool. So. But yeah, I think that was Friday night before we went in. I was preparing for Precision Z and Take 3. So really, really cool stuff. But Puff, you're insane. Cassidy, you're also insane. You guys are crazy. Yeah, really, really cool stuff. I did meet Nate before I met Alfredo. But yeah, so casting and stuff, big shout out. Alex Mendez, Golden Boy, who's kind of the guy that introduced us. He's the one that got us into this casting stuff in the first place. He tweeted out that this is the call of Leaf and Lawler's career. I'm so proud of them right now. So unbelievably proud. Hearing that from the guy who basically mentored you through is a big deal. Me and Leaf, like after the last game, he and I lost our minds. We couldn't say words because we were so hyped. Like I was tearing up quite a bit because like I knew what it had been like for Flipside. Like I know that Cookser was like freaking out because they actually like, for those that don't know Flipside has always been carefree with Mike on their team. They didn't really scrim. They didn't really practice. They just kind of did things on their own. And this is the first time since Greasy came in that they're really going to bust it out. They're going to try. They're going to communicate. They're going to practice. Like, and it paid off. Like they looked so dominant compared to everybody. It was unbelievable. Hey Zippy. So for them to win, like I knew what it was like to put in that hard work, and that's also why I felt so rough for the Orbit boys. Like the Orbit is probably my best and favorite team in NA. Like I love Orbit. There's something about that team that I really enjoy. I kind of view them like little brothers for some reason. But for them to fall out, like I know they were scrimming super hard and know they were practicing super hard, and for them to fall short again, like they're feeling rough. Like. And having that same emotion, but on the complete opposite side of the spectrum, like I just broke down, and then I saw the tweet from Golden Boy and was like, dude, like me and Leaf just sat there and like soaked it all in and like hugged and like we're like, dude, congrats, like this is awesome. Like it was huge for the community. So really crazy. So yeah, it was nuts. Day 2, like you guys were super loud. Like the LAN environment was insane. Shogun and Wavepunk went into the crowd and started doing chants. Like anytime someone went for an aerial, everybody was like, like it was so funny. So the crowd got really into it day 2. Like they couldn't even hear us as commentators, which is crazy. And that's what you need in the LAN environment. You really need to show these players how much you were there. Everybody was cheering. Like it was phenomenal. That bracket reset was crazy. Like it was nuts. Day 2 was absolutely amazing. So LAN wraps up on Sunday. Everything's super cool. Like everybody's smiling, taking pictures, and hanging out with the crowd, and like just confetti everywhere. Super sweet. So all that kind of dwindles down. I go get my stuff. I go back upstairs, and then for those that don't know, Nick's Boy is one of the commentators for the LCS for Germany. And he asked me on Friday before we started if I wanted to do an interview. And we planned it for after the day was done on Sunday. So I ran into Nick, go upstairs, meet him on floor 3 where the Twitch stuff was. So I got to hang out with the German Twitch team, which is really cool. Like Simon and a couple of the other guys, got to meet them. Got to hang out with like Freaky and the Pash and a couple of the other guys. So that was really cool. But then I did an interview with Nick. So as soon as that is out, I will probably mention it here. And I also put it on Twitter. So make sure you guys go follow on that. But Nick on his YouTube channel should be doing a interview, and it was pretty much talking about the Rocket League community, why the League of Legends community should check us out, and all that kind of stuff. So plan to have a lot of new friends. I try to do the best of my ability to show some love to this Rocket League community. So we did a really cool interview. It's about a half hour. He'll probably cut it down to probably 15-20 minutes. So I'll make sure you guys check that out. It's really cool. We're gaining a lot of attention from outside sources, even LCS casters for like Germany. That's huge. So they're big fans of the game. They absolutely love it. So make sure you guys check out that interview. It's out. I'll post it as soon as I get it. So that was done for me Sunday night, and then we went to the after party. Obviously the stuff. Congrats to the teams. Like they killed it. Sorry for spoilers and stuff.
Go get your trophy.
Kelly with the fun face. Confetti everywhere. It was like a lot of confetti. Like carpet was making snow angels and stuff. It was hilarious. Confetti angels. Which is funny because then we were like dropping it on him and stuff. And he got his he's like, "Oh, it's so salty." And I'm like, "Oh, it's good." I'll tell you about the funny stuff.
Flip side
and then I got to tell the story
tactics.
about carpet falling in a hole. So yeah, that was the finals and stuff. These guys freaking out, so it was super cool. Marky popping off, those guys being super happy. But yeah, so Rocket League was nuts. Everything was super cool. The after party, I'll show you a video on that for a sec. And then someone actually made a toss yourself poster, which was really cool, and had everybody sign it. So that was really sweet. All the major players, most of the casters and stuff, a couple of the community figures. I think I'm right here. James Bod, Zane Jackie, yeah, Siki, most of the players and stuff. Fisho. Yeah, really cool. Yeah, so that was pretty much the LAN, right? So 2 stories. After we decided that me and Carpet are gonna be running back and forth. The issue was like in order for us to get to stage, we had to go out the left side door behind stage, go out through the auditorium, come across, go through the player entrance, and then go back up through the stairs to get upstairs. So you had to literally go all the way around the venue to get back to where it was. So we were literally running to and from casting to the analyst desk. Eventually we found out there was a shorter way because it was super confusing, that venue, to where you could actually go through the backstage and like kind of walk behind where the stage was, and then there was like a secret door that brought you back in through, and it was a lot faster. The issue was that we didn't know is there was actually at the top of the stairs this giant hole, like probably like 5 feet deep, if you kept walking, because it was pitch black. There was no light there. And apparently Carpet fell into it. Like he actually fell down the fucking hole. And someone like heard him and they like opened the door like, "You okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, but I found a hole." Like it was super funny apparently. So poor Carpet. Luckily it didn't ruin his dance moves. So good for that. But yeah, he fell in the hole. It was fucking hilarious, I guess. He like showed me and he's like, "Yo, dude, did you see this hole?" I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Yeah, I did." So super good. Poor Carpet. As for the after party, that's right, I'm gonna show you guys that. The Twitch after party was sick. Twitch goes and spares no expense when it comes to their parties because it's Twitch. That's what they do. Some guy named Stefan Marbus on Instagram posted like a quick walkthrough of it. I don't think there's any sound to it, but let me show you that. Let's see. I'll say it. Everybody who's like sitting here just watching and hanging out. Actually, I'm just gonna full screen this so you guys can see it. Make it easy. This is a walkthrough through the after party. So you get your coats set up. You walk in back. There's a ping pong table and food, and air hockey, Rocket League and stuff. And then there was like a DDR station in that back corner before he turns right. Here's the main stage if you turn around from the coats. with beer pong and like a bar and like a dance area. Then you go upstairs to the VIP room where there's a balcony, another bar, another station for stuff. That's where all like the devs and everybody were hanging out. No, as long as you like went to the LAN, you got a wristband. I'm pretty sure. So it was really cool. But yeah, free drinks and stuff. A lot of people got drunk because that's what you do at an after party. But the issue so that after party was super fun, right? Everybody got drunk. Everybody had fun. I didn't get back to my hotel room until 5 a.m. And the issue was that I had to go to get on my flight at 6:30 a.m. So, yeah. So we just didn't sleep. I kept drinking and stuff. Oh, it was for partners. Oh, everyone didn't get it. I don't know, man. Whatever. It was cool. I still have mine on. Yeah, after party. Woo! I got drunk. Yeah, I got drunk. It was fun. A lot of people got drunk. It was a blast. So yeah, we all hung out, had a blast, had fun. Kelly's really good at DDR. I didn't play DDR because by the time I would have gotten to play, I was already too drunk. So fuck that. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. Wrapped it up. There's gonna be some cool stuff and videos and stuff that come out, so make sure you guys check those out. Yeah, so Monday morning I like was laying in bed at like 5. I was just like sitting there like getting packing and stuff, and I just kept going in and out of sleep, and then eventually like I woke up and it was like 7:34. I'm like, oh shit. So like I just put all my shit in a bag, and then I got to the airport. Amsterdam airport, super cool. The way that you guys handle like your TSA and your security and stuff is super clean. Like there's like 3 lines and you just fucking filter through, like in and out, ready, done. It was just there was so many people, so it took forever. Got on the plane, tried to sleep on the plane, didn't work. Didn't have anybody next to me, so that was good. So I put all my shit on there. See, then I tried to sleep, super uncomfortable, didn't work. Flew back, got to Detroit, hung out in Detroit. Actually ran into some guy who recognized me, so that was cool. Me and him were sitting on the plane. He's like, "Oh yeah, you guys had your big event this weekend." And he's like, "Oh, that's why you're decked out in gear." I'm like, "Yeah, thanks, man." So he and I talked out. He had questions about like the financial aspect of it. He was a business guy, so he was all like, "Yeah, esports, tell me about it." So he and I kind of talked the business aspect, and that's what my background is. So it was kind of cool. And then we got a flight, came home. I got home yesterday about like 4 o'clock, 4:30, and then just kind of sat around, hung out, unpacked, did my kind of stuff, and then did that thing. So that was really cool. Really, really happy with how the LAN went. It was a blast. It always sucks leaving. Amsterdam airport is scary. Nah, there's just a lot of people. Like, it was super clean. For people that, like, I fly all the time, it's clean. It's really clean. Like, it's just in and out. The self-bag check thing was kind of weird, but other than that, it was pretty sweet. People thinking they're good at foosball, right? Yeah. We played a ton of soccer. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So Cassidy will appreciate this one. So, Jazer, he's the sub for Flipside, and he owes Moy a lot if you guys don't know him. But yeah, so Jazer brought an actual football. He brought a soccer ball. And we were playing backstage because there's a big open cement area. So we were playing soccer. Basically, you play a game where everybody's in a circle, and the point is one person like kicks the ball. It can only bounce and hit the ground once, and then another person has to kick the ball, and you keep doing that once. It's basically like a game to practice your mechanics and touching and one touch. So we were playing, and he decided that the camera crew was like taking videos of us, and they said, "Oh, let's take this outside. Let's go outside." So we all go outside. There's like 10 of us, me, Marky, Turtle, who's to my right and left, Sizz, Jazer. There's a bunch of guys. There's a ton of us. So we were playing one bounce. And basically, there's this like side area. So like there's like, so if we're like playing here, the venue is here, and there's like bushes here, but then there's like a shed over here with like a down ramp, and it just ran. It just rained. So as they like went down the slope, apparently it was super slippery, and like Turtle went to get the ball and he just ate shit, like full out biffed it, like scraped his knee against the fucking cement. Like, it's so funny. And I think the cameraman got it, and I hope he like gets and releases the video. Like Carpet's sitting there, like if you guys have ever seen the Family Guy thing where like the guy's like holding it, like when Peter's holding his knee. Hold on, where is it? When he hurts his knee, it's like season 2 or something. Hold on, let me find it. Not Carpet. Turtle was like laying on his back doing exactly this. Hold on, it's so funny. It was so funny. And he was like threatening the camera guy. He's like, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you. And I'm talking to JD about it. And he's like, dude, they signed a liability waiver. Like he can't sue. It's not possible. Like it was super funny. So I'm like, dude, put it in. Right here. This is Turtle. But he was on like his back just sitting there like, like it was so funny. Turtle's going to kill me after he sees this. But it was so good. Like he ate shit trying to get the ball. And it was super slippery. Don't get me wrong. Like, he totally fell, like, for logical reasons, but it was great. Like, it was so funny. Like, all of us in the circle were, like, laughing, like, crying super hard. Oh, it was so good. Oh, poor Turtle. Poor Turtle. But, yeah, really funny. Really funny. So, yeah, we were playing One Bounce and doing that. Blast. You saw it in someone's interview. I think it was Sicky's interview, where there was a circle of us playing soccer. That was the moment. It was just, you didn't see the turtle falling part, unfortunately. So, really funny. But yeah, it was really good. Did Lawler and Mike rules make out? Wouldn't you like to know? I did see Mike. We hugged multiple times. Love Mike. Mike's good shit. He was like, while I was on the analyst desk, he was like the back right corner. So I kept making like eye contact with him every once in a while. Good stuff. So yeah, really, really, really cool. Also, there might be a Chicago LAN coming up soon for the community. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. We're trying to do as much awareness for that if it comes to be. Obviously, it's all in hush-hush right now. We're not sure if it's going to happen. Obviously, it's all speculation. But we are trying to do as much as we can to bring the Midwest some cool Rocket League events. So, really cool. Really good stuff. Trying to think what else. Yeah, I got home. Simple as that. Good stuff. Pretty much it.